Welcome back to Middle-earth Quest. This is Eleanor's turn 6. She's right here at Minas Tirith after having been knocked out by the Ring Wraiths on her previous turn. And we have a marker here at the Gap of Rohan. She has a quest to complete in Minas Tirith, which was a mistake by Sauron. He probably should have put her in Edoras. But then, of course, if you put her in Edoras, she's closer to this token. So, whatever. Let's go over and first we look at the hero turn is the rest step, is the beginning. Of course, she was knocked out, so she got all of her cards refreshed. So she would not bother doing a rest step. So let's go. Next will be ambush, of course. She's in Minas Tirith. There's no monsters or anything in there with her. Even if there was, going over one rule, if there was a minion in the same space, because it's a haven, she has the option to fight the minion or not. The heroes have the option in a haven. Alright, no ambush, so it's going to be the travel step. So let's go over to her area, gather up her cards, and we'll get her moving and see what she was going to accomplish on her 6th turn. Alright, so as we know, Eleanor had everything refreshed when she got knocked out. She had to lose a favor token, though, because of it. Anyway, she is in Minas Tirith. She has a quest here which she is going to shortly complete. She's indifferent, which means when she draws encounter cards, she draws 2 instead of 3, and she's despondent. When you rest or are defeated, the leftmost Sauron victory markers advance 2 spaces instead of 1. And I am not sure that I did that when she got defeated. I think I did. Yes, the red victory marker moved. All right, so let's look at her cards. She has just 6 of them, mostly ranged. And of course, we're looking at symbols because she's going to move. She's 5 favor tokens right now. Let's go back to the main board and we'll have Eleanor start moving. All right, so the first thing Eleanor here is going to do before she actually moves out of Minas Tirith is she is going to complete this side quest, Captain of the White Tower. No one stands stronger against the horrors of the east than Denethor's son. His presence steels men against the fear, and the sound of his horn is as the morning call the Numenor that was. And so she must explore Minas Tirith, and she can do that right now. She'll gain 1 favor, so she's going to gain 2, because her special abilities, when she finishes a quest, she gets an extra favor, and she gets to receive training. So this was really good. And of course, it's a quest, so it completely goes away out of the game now. It is gone. She's going to do training after she gets her 2 favor tokens. So 2 favor tokens, 1 for the quest and 1 for special ability. And we look at the skill deck. We're going to grab the top 2 cards, and she's going to pick one of them for training. And let's see what we have here. We have crossbow shot. This card cannot be cancelled. It does 4 damage. Wow, that's nasty. And we have a set trap. Next round, if your opponent plays a melee card, he has dealt 2 damage. I think crossbow is the way to go. 2 power or 2 strength to play it, does 4 damage, and can't be cancelled. Wow, nasty. So she's learned some skills in the crossbow at Minas Tirith. All right, so that's going to go into her hand. And now she is going to start moving. She's a little bit pinned in here by the Black Serpent and the Ring Wraiths, but she does have an avenue of escape. And actually, the first thing she's going to do is she's going to spend 2 cards. She's going to spend a hill and a forest, and she's going to move to the Nindalf. Then she's going to play her 1 card, which is Tree of Gondor symbol on it, to move over to Edoras. And then she's going to play her mountain card, which is right here, to move to Helm's Deep. And she is going to play another 2 cards, with the hill symbols on them, to move to the Gap of Rohan. And when she's at the Gap of Rohan, she is going to explore. So those all go in her rest pool. And she is going to complete this. And basically it affects the Gap of Rohan. This was the Glades of Orthanc Darken. After a hero explores here, discard this card. And while in play, advance a red story marker 1 space in the story track. So she's basically just discarding this card, which is kind of foiling another plot for Sauron, which is, again, good for her. And this goes away. So that event she has taken care of. All right, Eleanor. She still has 1 card left. Hide. Well, that's all she has for now. And she is now going to move on to having an encounter And of course, because she is indifferent, we'll look at that card again. It says when you draw encounter cards, draw 2 instead of 3. So normally you draw 3 encounter cards. She's just going to draw 2. So let's gear up for that. And she is in the Rohan region, which is the light blue. Okay, so here she is, the Gap of Rohan. We're going to be taking this deck, which of course includes Rohan and Gondor. And she takes 2 cards instead of 3, and she's going to play the lowest number, which is number 3. The ones that make the ones that apply, which actually are both of them, any location and any location in Rohan, which she happens to be, and then you look at the lowest number. So she's going to do the any location in Rohan. All right, and it says the Aorid. To see just one of these armored warriors riding on one of Rohan's famed horses would be a magnificent sight, but here more than 100 of them filled the countryside. The valley roared with the sounds of hooves. Shuffle your rest pool into your life pool and spend 1 favor to move immediately to Edoras and encounter that location. Well, she would have to shuffle her rest pool into her life pool or spend a favor to move to Edoras. So she's going to shuffle her rest pool into her life pool, which is going to totally refresh her again. So that's awesome. So all the cards she just spent for moving are going to get shuffled back into her life pool. So I'll do that kind of off camera, and then we will wrap up Eleanor's turn, which has been, again, a pretty good success against the schemes of Sauron. All right, that's going to wrap up Eleanor's successful turn. She has 7 favor tokens right now, a full stack in her life pool because she got to shuffle her rest cards back in. She has a couple of corruptions, but they're not too terrible at this point in time. And so thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. Join me next time when we get to Argolad and we see what wondrous things he can do for us. All right, thanks for watching.